Okay, so it's been quite a while since I did my last video about digging out the pond and getting it all ready and having all the enthusiasm under the sun and thinking I can do this thing on my own when I can't, really. I've managed to dig the hole just about, but I'm gonna concede defeat and get a proper builder in to put the walls up and put the concrete down. I've dug the trench for the 4-inch bottom drain and I've managed to seal it on my own, which I quite enjoyed, but I was also quite nervous because using that plumbing thing, everyone says it sets in 10 seconds, it sets in 10 seconds, you've got to be super careful. So I was like, right, okay, so I did it and it all worked out quite well. So I'm gonna, so I've got a builder coming in next week. I've had to wait a few weeks for him. Trying to find a reliable builder is difficult, but this guy seems sound and I really like him. So him coming around and setting the concrete base 5 inches deep, tapered down in the middle for the bottom drain, and then get the walls up so it's like 1.2 meters out of the ground, and then hopefully fit the stainless steel frames, because I'm putting stainless steel frames on, and they're getting delivered on Monday, so hopefully they'll look great. And also at the weekend we're going to go out and buy some cladding, which is probably going to be a little bit like whatever else is doing with the stone thing, but it does look sweet, so I don't see why not, just to be different. But probably some people won't like it because it's not being different and too far out. Oh, sorry, that was a hot tub making a buzzing old sound there. Yeah, so basically it's been a drag, been harder than I thought digging out. Would I do it again? No, because I did enjoy it, part of me did enjoy it, but would I do it again? No. Once you've done it once, you don't want to do it again, and plus I hit so many roots there, it was unreal. The roots and that massive big asteroid that hasn't been taken out, because I've just had to chip the top off it. So I'll take you a walk around where we're up to now, and it's just a case of waiting for the builder to come round next week, get it all sorted and get the fiberglass around hopefully. So I'll scoop you up and walk you around, and you won't believe, like I thought the mountains were big at the beginning, but they're nothing on like that mountain there at the back. Like, it's quite far away, but you can still see it's huge. And then you've got all this here, moving head there, that's a lot of stuff. I'm thinking now, at the beginning I thought we'll not be able to fill this pond, the existing one, but now I'm starting to think I've got too much. I'm going to go left with a hill at the end. I don't know. A little bit confused by it all, but let me spin you around anyway. So you can see just spin right round. This is that big old hill, and all the fish are there waiting for their new home. And this fish, in fact, I'm going to do a video on this fish. See this one here, Freddie, call him after Queen, and he is absolutely nuts. He can, like, I don't know if you should really touch your fish. I don't think it's right, but I do wash my hands with the pond water first. But he'll just get in your hand. Like, it's quite strange. I didn't think fish did that, but absolutely love watching them and stuff. And that guy, he is a proper character. Everyone just follows him around. He's like the leader of the gang. Anyway, that's the pond that we are replacing, and with the old filtration system and stuff, and that at the back. That's the other mountain, absolutely huge now because that's been stacked up. Look at that. It goes all the way around the back. It is huge. And then this is, I get over this side, so the side of this nexus, and there we can see I've got them covered up because I don't want water going in, particularly in the air pipe, the 1-inch air pipe, but also dirt and stuff going into the 4-inch drain. So you can see that going into the centre. Just put that on to cover up the top for the time being. Little trench. My builder's going to come and have a look at getting the 2 ends seal concreted in so they don't move when we put the massive concrete down. But yeah, this has been a big old dig, and it was hard. Like I say, I wouldn't recommend doing it again, but it is quite a bit of fun, a lot of beer drinking, wife taking the mick like with that video and stuff, but it should look banging. Hopefully, like I say, get the builder in, get the walls up, and it'll actually feel like a pond, because at the minute it just feels like a dirty great big hole that I've dug in the garden for no apparent reason. But yeah, you can probably just see now how big that is. Might even sink the hot tub in there, in that particular part, seal that up, put all this stuff in, maybe sink the hot tub there, because that's going to be a big extension with a 5 metre bifolding door eventually, maybe the end of this year or next year, but that's the whole point, is to have like a feature. This pond is going to be a feature and sit really nice. Like I say guys, I don't think there's that much more to say other than the hole has been dug. I know I feel like I'm going round in circles, but it's been an effort, it's been a sweat, it's been fun. I'm not going to do it again, ever. But yeah, hopefully I'll have a little bit more progress with the next videos that we can show you when it starts going up, and then we can start thinking about moving over, because it is the middle of, well, the end of September now, so the water's really starting to cool, they're slowing down. But yeah, that's just the way they are. In fact, I'm going to do a little video with the fish, just to show like what Freddie's like as a personality and how different the fish can be. Because sometimes when you start getting fish at the beginning, you just think about like what they look like, but the patterns change, the colours change. One fish had a love heart on the side of it, and it was all white with one orange love heart. The orange love heart just disappeared. I don't actually want to Tipp-Ex it out overnight. It just looked like a new fish. But there's loads to consider with fish. I'm a complete amateur with this. I'm growing into it, but I love it. I'm absolutely fantastic. There's nothing like it sitting in the garden watching them just gently swim round after you've been stressed staring at TVs and computer screens and everything all day, and then you come back and you just want a little bit of chill time, listening to the water like crash into the pond and just seeing them gently swim around. It's cool, it is tranquil. I would recommend it, and I think this is a hobby that really a lot of people can take on board and get a lot out, just taking time out of that all round, like with the internet, just grabbing for your attention, everyone fighting for your attention, social media fighting, everyone fighting for your attention. Fish, put your phone to its side, put laptop to its side, just watch your fish swim around, man. It's quite cool, it's very cool. Like I say, not an expert, just someone starting out. Okay, I'm going to try and give it a bit of a blast here to show you what Fred's like, the leader of the pond. Let's see if we can get him into a nice position. Come here, Fred. Come on. Come on. I know you don't speak English. Come on. There you go. Come on. Come here. That's it. Hey. Come on. Spin round. Hello, Otis. Come on, Freddie. Hey. Look at that. Yeah. Bit strange the noises I'm making with this, but get it off. He's a beautiful fish and he's full of character. And hopefully some of these other ones will be. Well, he's definitely the leader. There's a big Winston underneath the bottom. That's Winston charging around. Camera's going a bit funny. They've all got names. Morrison with his carp box, Valerie, White Walker because he nearly died but didn't, Otis, Elvis, named by Paul, Lopez, Mick Jagger, so like jumping and running around all the time. He's just called Blue, just because he's blue. In fact, no, we didn't. We changed his name to Frank Sinatra. And then we've got, I can't remember all the names. Oh, Sweet Elsa. That's Sweet Elsa. That was the only one that's not named after a singer or influential person. That's a neighbour's little boy named it Sweet Elsa. Although I think it's out of Frozen. I'm not sure. And yeah, I think I've named them all there. I told you what. Oh, this one is super important. He is not a koi. He is an unknown type of fish, but he is the whole reason why we got fish. Because when we bought this house, we had when they were grieving at the back, and we didn't think there was any fish in the pond. Then one day Harriet said, which is my wife, said, I think I've just seen a fish in that pond when we was grieving, and I'm just looking over the pond, and there he was, belting around. So if anyone knows what type of fish this is, if he'll come out, because he's lived in solitary for most of his life, I think. No one knows how old he is because he's just lived in there on his own, but now he's got tons of little young friends, which I'm sure makes him very, very, very happy. But see if we can get him out. You can see there he's edging out a little bit. Like, it's like a trouty sort of tenchy thing. You see, I just moved a little bit closer. He's so switched on. Just don't know what he is. But I'd love to know what type of fish he is. I really would. Got a funny face, like an old person's like grumpy face, trout thing. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. But yeah, that's him. Eric, he's called. King Eric.